You ever have that feeling, you're working hard, you're earning money every month, but somehow, by the end of it, you just feel broke, stressed out, worried about what's next? Now, just for a second, imagine the total opposite. A life where you feel in control of your money, where you actually have savings, you have investments, and you can breathe. You have real peace of mind. Okay, let's break this down. See, on one side, there's this path where your money is basically in the driver's seat, and that leads to constant stress, that feeling of uncertainty, and always wondering, where did it all go? But then there's the other path, the one where you are in control. And that path, that leads to security, to freedom, and to having the power to build the life you really want. So, what's the big secret here? What's the one thing that separates these two completely different realities? You might think it's about getting a huge raise or winning the lottery, but nope, it's not. The real difference, it all comes down to one powerful concept: personal finance. So let's get right into it and figure out what personal finance actually means. At its heart, it's pretty simple. It's just the art of managing your money wisely. Now, I know that might sound a little complicated or even boring, but trust me, it's not. Personal finance is really just the skills you use to handle your cash day in and day out. It's about the whole journey your money takes, from the second it hits your account to how you use it, and most importantly, how you make it grow. What's really cool is how you can boil everything down to these four basic actions. That's it. It's what we all do with money, whether we realize it or not. How you earn it, how you spend it, how you save it, and this is the exciting part, how you invest it. If you can get a handle on these four things, you've cracked the code. And to really master those actions, we're going to use a super simple framework. We'll call it the 5 pillars of finance. Just think of these as the rock-solid foundation for building your own financial success. So here they are, the 5 pillars: earning, spending, saving, investing, and the one people always forget: protection. Let's just quickly dive into what each one of these really means for you. First up, pillar 1, earning. Obvious, right? This is the fuel for your whole financial engine. But here's the thing so many people miss. Just earning more money will not make you rich. What really matters is what you do with it. We've all seen it, right? Someone gets a raise and suddenly their spending goes up by the exact same amount. That's called lifestyle inflation, and it's a trap that keeps you feeling broke no matter how much you make. Next up, spending. And let me tell you, this is where the wheels fall off for most people. The biggest mistake? Letting your emotions do the shopping. Every single rupee you spend on a whim today is a rupee that could have been out there working for you, building your future. Smart money management starts right here, with being intentional about where your money goes. Pillar number 3 is saving. Think of this as your financial firewall. It's for emergencies, for those curveballs life loves to throw at us, and it's the launch pad for your biggest goals. A common mistake is people try to invest their emergency fund for big returns, but that's not its job. Its job isn't to make you rich. Its job is to protect everything else when things go wrong. And this quote? Oh man, this says it all. It's a total mindset shift. Most people spend first and then try to save whatever's left over, if there's anything at all. The real secret is to flip that around. You pay yourself first. You make saving the priority. All right, now for the most powerful pillar of them all, investing. See, saving protects your money from being lost, but investing is what makes it grow. This is where your money starts working for you instead of you always working for it. A huge mistake people make is they wait for the perfect time or think they need a ton of cash to start. The truth? Starting small and being consistent is way more powerful than trying to time the market. And finally, our 5th pillar, protection. Life is unpredictable. You can do everything else right for years, but one big health crisis, one unexpected event can wipe out a decade of hard work in an instant if you're not protected. That's why things like health insurance aren't just an optional extra. They are an absolutely essential part of any smart financial plan. So we've walked through the 5 pillars, but so what? Why does any of this actually matter? Well, because getting a handle on your personal finance isn't really about numbers on a screen. It's about taking control of your life. I mean, just look at the difference here. Without these skills, life is often a cycle of debt, stress, and just never knowing what's around the corner. But when you have them, you gain control, you build security, and you get the ultimate prize: freedom. So here's the bottom line. This isn't just about piling up money in a bank account. It's about building a life. Good financial habits are the tools that turn your biggest dreams, buying that house, launching your own business, traveling the world, from someday into a real possibility. Okay, that's enough theory. Let's make this real. Let's turn all this talk into a simple, practical action plan you can actually use. Let's just use a simple example, okay? Let's say you earn 50,000 rupees every month. How would you apply these pillars to a real-world number like that? Well, check out how simple this can be. A really smart approach is the moment that money comes in, you immediately set aside 10,000 for saving and another 10,000 for investing, right off the top. Then you've got the 30,000 that's left over to spend wisely. See? It's not about feeling restricted, it's about being intentional. This one single habit, if you do it consistently, month after month, will completely transform your financial future. And that really brings us to the most important rule of all. It's not about how much you earn, it's about how disciplined you are with what you've got. True financial strength comes from control and consistency, not just from having a bigger paycheck. Look, personal finance isn't some get-rich-quick scheme. It's about building a strong, secure future, one smart decision at a time. And that journey, it starts right now with one small step. So the only real question left to ask is, what's your first step going to be?